Hello and welcome to Residual Profit Centers. Let me guess, you're here because you've figured out that starting your own membership site is perhaps the best business model ever. If not, just think about this profound ultimate benefit. You find a customer once and they continue spending with you over and over again automatically. Just imagine, 500 members times $20 per month equals $10,000 monthly profit. That's $10,000 coming in monthly from one site from just 500 members. The residual income you receive month after month as the memberships are rebuilt is at the heart of why so many people are scrambling to start their own sites. Unfortunately, the emphasis is on starting, with very few finishing. Why is that? I'll let you in on a little secret that hardly anyone is talking about. Starting and running a successful membership site the traditional way is hard. There, I said it. It's the truth, and anyone who has a successful membership site knows that it is the truth. It's not an easy thing to start, let alone keep running for an indefinite amount of time. Let me explain why it's so tough, and then I'll show you how to really simplify things. 5 reasons why starting a traditional membership site is a bad idea. 1. Traditional membership sites require too much work setting up. One of the biggest reasons why people don't get their membership sites going in the first place is because there is a lot of work that goes into the initial setup. When you factor in writing a dozen or so original pieces of content to stockpile in your members area, getting training materials in place, setting up a forum, installing scripts, assembling a library of materials and other things most membership sites include, it's just too time-consuming for the average person to ever get in place. 2. Traditional membership sites have built-in pressures to create content. It is so easy to burn out by running your own membership site. You think going in that you'll never run out of ideas to write about. Even the most creative and prolific writers you'll ever run across face this problem. Almost everyone does. And even if you are supernatural and can continue coming up with new ideas for years and years, the demands of updating your site 3 to 5 times per week with new content requires discipline that most of us just don't have. 3. Traditional membership sites require pricey and complicated scripts. By running a membership site, you have to manage passwords, protect your members area, keep up with who's active and who stopped paying you, manage your content, and at least 24 other things. This requires a membership site script. Have you looked at your options? Most inexpensive ones are either inadequate or incompatible, and others are way too expensive, costing thousands of dollars, or have so many bells and whistles that you need to join a membership site just to learn how to use them. Traditional membership sites demand a large investment of time. You have a forum to moderate, cancellations to process, content to add, technical problems to troubleshoot, password problems to fix, and a variety of other tasks that usually get left out of the sales letter for a product or service trying to convince you to start a membership site. The truth is, a traditional membership site requires a large investment of time. Now, if this is the only part of your business you'll have, you might pull it off, but believe me, it will leave the average person with virtually no time to do list building, traffic generation, and develop other products. Traditional membership sites include a continual battle to keep subscribers. Here's a figure most people don't tell you about. The average subscriber will stay active for 3 to 4 months and then they'll cancel. What, you thought they'd join and stay with you forever? It simply doesn't happen that way. With more and more membership sites being launched, this figure is probably going to get worse. People simply don't have the time or money to remain active members in many different programs. Factor in indifference, a lack of effort, poor results, and a never-ending amount of other enticing offers, and you'll be lucky to get them to stay 3 to 4 months. So, if traditional membership sites aren't the answer, what is? I'm glad you asked. The easiest way to create residual wealth is to start a fixed-term membership site. There is a much easier, more effective, just as profitable way to start and run your own membership site that will be the next big thing because of its results. I call this kind of subscription program a fixed-term membership, or FTM, site. Let me quickly explain what it is. Definition: fixed-term membership site. A fixed-term membership site, or FTM, consists of weekly content shared via autoresponder to paid members for a specified period of time. In a nutshell, here's what you'd be doing in running your own FTM site. 1. Write one 2 to 3 page article lesson every week. 2. Load this article to an autoresponder for subscribers to access. 3. Sell access to the series, which would last 3, 6, 9, or 12 months. It's that simple. And the benefits are the exact opposite of the barriers for traditional membership sites. Fixed-term membership sites can be set up in 48 hours or less. All you need to get started is one sales page, one article, one recurring billing processor, i.e. ClickBank or PayPal, and one autoresponder. Do you see how this can really happen for you? Not sometime in the future, but quickly. Literally, this week you can have your own money-making membership site taking orders. Fixed-term membership, FTM, sites are easy to maintain. Instead of struggling to keep up with 3 to 5 fresh articles to your membership site week after week after week, all you need to do is write one new article every week for a short amount of time. And here's the best part. Once you have your articles written, it's evergreen. That means long after you've moved on to other projects, you can still add new customers to the membership site to access the series you've already completed. Fixed-term membership, or FTM sites, require no fancy, pricey add-ons. You don't need to buy any high-fangled scripts to get an FTM site up and running. All it takes to actually run the technical side of your site is an autoresponder account and recurring billing, ClickBank or PayPal, and that's it. It's so simple that anyone can set this up within hours. FTM sites require very little time. Think about it. Which takes longer to accomplish? Write 3 to 5 new articles every week, moderating a forum, etc., or write one new article weekly. With an FTM site, the only real investment of time you'll have each week is to write one simple article to add to your autoresponder for members to receive. What could be better? Fixed-term membership, or FTM sites, keep subscribers active. Here's the beauty of the fixed-term model. Subscribers will stay active longer. Why? Because with a traditional membership site, there is no ending spot. There is no finish line. It just goes on, long after the subscriber has lost interest and moved on to other things. But with a fixed-term membership site, there is an ending. After X number of weeks, the subscriber will have completed the series and will no longer pay. Many will stay simply because they are almost there. And when you factor in the numerous techniques I teach on finishing, you'll get subscribers hanging on the edge of their seats in anticipation for the end of the series. This is the simplest and, in my opinion, the best way to create a stable income online, and you could create a membership site around just about any topic imaginable. When you join Painless membership sites, I'll actually give you plenty of ideas to choose from. But just because you can create a membership site on any topic doesn't mean people will be interested in joining. To up those odds, we'll have to research the market. But how do I do that? I'm glad you asked. The first questions to ask are, 1. What market are you going to move into? 2. What will be the focal point of your membership site? And 3. What kind of information are you going to supply to your members? The answers to these questions may be straightforward if you have already established a successful business in a particular marketplace. It makes sense to start a membership site in the marketplace you are already familiar and successful in. However, if you do not have a marketplace in mind, then finding one is the first requirement of running a successful membership site. This does not need to be a complicated or involved procedure. Do not fall into the trap of spending weeks trying to come up with a market or membership site idea. This is a waste of time because there is no such thing as a perfect market or idea. For your initial idea, try to think pain and need. That is, try to think of groups of people who have a pain in their life who need help to get rid of that pain. For example, think of people who are getting older and hate every single minute of it. They would do anything to offset the worst effects, the pain of aging. If you can supply the information they need to help them, you have the basis of a profitable membership site. Here is another example. There are thousands of people who are trying to lose weight but failing miserably. So a membership site that presents usable weight loss information that works and presents it on a regular basis would be successful. Other markets can be found for people who are looking for a partner, online dating, those who cannot locate a suitable school for their children, homeschooling, those who want to better themselves, self-improvement, or those who are looking for wellness-related information. Every individual member of any of these groups has a degree of pain in their life, an area in which they are dissatisfied or unhappy. If you can provide the help they need by supplying a solution to their problems, you have the basis of a successful membership site right there. There are many ideas like these. In fact, week 1 of Painless membership sites includes a bonus report with 27 membership site ideas. At this stage, the ideas are very general. It is essential to understand why people are seeking information that they are willing to pay for. We have established that people who pay for information on the internet are generally looking for help. Now we need to know what kind of help do they need. As a general rule, most people who buy information on the internet are looking for guidance on how to do something, whether it be something as mundane as how to tie a necktie to something serious such as how to offset the worst and most painful effects of arthritis. The most effective way of presenting information is to follow their line of reasoning, telling them how to do whatever it is they need to do. However, attempting to set up a membership site where you advise your members on how to lose weight is probably too generic and unfocused to be a success for several reasons. Within the general weight loss category, there are dozens of subcategories where people have specific problems or requirements. For example, there are some people who are simply a few pounds overweight, but at the other end of the spectrum, there are also people who are clinically obese. The requirements of these two groups are very different. If you try to include them both in the same membership site, you run the risk of supplying information to members that is too general to provide help to anyone. People who suffer from eating disorders are generally categorized as having a weight loss problem, but their needs are different from someone who just wants to shed a few pounds and get fit. With your general area of interest in mind, narrow down the focus so that the information you provide to your members will be targeted to their specific requirements. For example, rather than trying to start a membership site based on weight loss, it would make sense to target your membership to those who have eating disorders, teenagers with weight problems, or another specific group. Doing this enables you to target your information more accurately, which ensures you are able to keep your members happier for longer. Satisfied members tend to keep paying their subscriptions longer than those who feel that you are not offering value, so narrowing your focus will put extra money in your pocket. There are thousands of similar ideas, and it is a matter of coming up with a list before running the criteria checks you'll learn about later in this video. If you are short of ideas, it's not a big problem. There are dozens of places where you can find inspiration and recommendations. For example, people who are seeking answers to questions or a solution for their pain often use Yahoo Answers to pose their questions to other Yahoo members. Look at the questions that are asked regularly, and you'll find which pains people are seeking solutions to. I also recommend looking at 43things.com to see what goals and objectives site users have. Many of these are objectives people want to achieve. Many others are things that they have to do for their own happiness and satisfaction. Look to see what the best-selling products are at clickbank.com. This is a very large digital information affiliate network site, and you can be sure any products that are selling well from this site are making a lot of money. Study the sales page for the most successful products, and search for independent reviews using a Google search based on product name plus review. These two things should give you a clear idea of what the product is all about. This is the best-selling digital information on the market. A membership site that supplies similar information but does the job better and supplies that information regularly should be a winner. Also, search for the current bestsellers at eBay and Amazon.com. Many of the best-selling books at Amazon allow you to take a look inside so you can see what the book is all about. It's a bestseller, and people are seeking this kind of information. The question to ask is, can you realistically supply it to them on a regular basis, but do so in a way that is better than what the competition can offer? If you can find what is already selling, you have an indication of the kind of information that people are willing to spend money on. If you can take the idea behind that information, improve on it, or find some unique angle that you can apply to that information, then you have everything you need to launch a successful membership site. After having to come up with a list of ideas that satisfy the basic pain and help requirements, it is necessary to do a little more research before diving in. There are a few more questions that you need to address before you can say whether or not your ideas will be successful. The first question to consider is, are there people in the market where you are considering launching a membership site who are willing to spend money online? There are ways you can check to see if there is money being spent in a particular marketplace. First, you can run a Google search to see if there is any advertising featured on the search results page. For example, if you were considering launching a membership site in the weight loss market, you could search Google using the phrase weight loss. As expected, there are plenty of advertisements on the search page, which immediately tells you that there are plenty of companies willing to spend money on advertising. Advertisers do not spend money unless people are spending money with them. Here is instantaneous proof that there is money being spent by consumers in the market. For further proof, look at the second results page. If there are advertising materials featured there, this is confirmation that this is a market where money is definitely being spent online. How much are these advertisements costing the advertisers? If you knew that, it would give you a clear indication of how much money there is in the marketplace. Advertisers who promote their business using AdWords are willing to pay per click on their advertisement. Given that they might only land one sale for every 20 or 30 clicks, if their sales page is very well written, then knowing how much each click costs them would give you an indication as to whether this is a big money market or one where they are paying only a few cents for their advertising.
Using the free AdWords keyword research tool, you can find the answer to this question instantly. Type in the keyword phrase that you want to research before clicking the search button. This action produces a list of keywords. Look for the columns button on the right of the page and make sure that the checkbox for approximate CPC is checked in the pull-down menu. You can uncheck the other choices if you only want to look at this parameter. This will add a column to your keyword list table, which shows the average cost of grabbing the number 1 advertising slot for every keyword term in the list. Sort this list so that it shows the most expensive keywords at the top, and from this you can gauge how much money is being spent in this market. The top weight loss related term is costing $12.04 per click, so there is clearly money being spent on weight loss related products and information. The next thing to know is if there are enough people looking for information in your marketplace to justify launching a new membership site. You might have the most exciting idea in the world, but if there are only a handful of people who are interested in what you have to say, then your business will struggle. This is easy to answer, and it costs you nothing to find the information. Go to wordtracker.com and use the free keyword research tool, along with the same search term once again. According to WordTracker, there are approximately 14,321 people who search Google every day for information related to weight loss. Therefore, you know right away that plenty of people are searching for weight loss information every day because they have a problem and they want a solution to that problem right now. Congratulations! You now have a market and a focus for your membership site. The next step is building it. If you want to learn in depth about each step to build your fixed-term membership site, then I hope you'll consider joining Painless Membership Sites at the link below this video.
While the process is very simple and you could get started right now on your own, wouldn't you rather learn some amazing methods of turning this idea into a thriving moneymaker for you? I thought so. Painless Membership Sites was created to teach you how to create your own fixed-term membership site from scratch, literally in less than 48 hours. That means live and taking orders in 48 hours. Inside the site, we'll cover everything. Choosing a profitable market full of hungry subscribers. Starting a membership site in 48 hours or less. Finding new subscribers to join your site, including free methods. Creating weekly articles in 60 minutes or less. Inside, you'll receive one 7 to 10 page weekly lesson for 12 weeks in downloadable PDF format. Every lesson is strategically created in such a way that you'll see results with the program. Each lesson is only 7 to 10 pages in length and contains nothing but meat. There is a very real problem these days with information overload, where the reader simply has too much information to absorb. Each lesson is purposefully brief but thorough, so you can quickly read it and put it into practice. Each weekly lesson will give you an assignment to complete at the close of the information. Instead of giving you the usual, "this is what I've done" stuff, I'm giving you "this is what you do" stuff. Each week, you'll have some easy-to-implement action step to complete before moving on. Every lesson builds as your membership site does. Early on, we'll discuss some basics to quickly establish your site. Beginners won't get lost from the start, and veterans won't get bored, as I'll throw in some golden nuggets along the way for our experienced crowd. While most ebooks and traditional membership sites, and even some high-priced coaching programs, pile on a bunch of information and leave you to put it all together for yourself, that isn't how things are set up in this training program. By giving you information in bite-sized portions for 3 months, you'll be more likely to actually do something with the content, and you'll be more likely to see real results for yourself. When you look back after each month, you'll actually be able to see progress by putting these lessons into practice. As new members join your site, new content is placed into the autoresponder sequence. You'll actually be able to see things growing step by step, because you'll be following a systematic weekly plan of action. Exactly when you need to take certain steps, you'll take them. Each weekly lesson is designed to be to the point and immediately actionable. The first lesson is coming your way immediately upon completing your order. Included in your first lesson, how to set up your own membership site in 48 hours or less. A 10-step startup checklist broken down into bite-sized action steps. How to create the perfect first lesson to drive up member interest. How to blow away the average retention and force subscribers to stay 12 months. 4 simple things to do to run your site in just 2 to 3 hours each week. You'll get this instantly after you join below. Everything you need to understand the concept and get started is included in just a few short pages. The format is simple. Lesson number 1 will explain a basic overview of how to set up your own FTM site in just 2 days. Then, we'll take a handful of lessons to walk you through each of the initial steps with some golden nuggets on getting better and faster results with less work. Just remember, 500 members all paying you $20 per month, $10,000 monthly income, and you are off working on other projects. The residual income is still coming in even though you aren't actively working on the site like a traditional membership site would force you to do. As old members finish the series, new members join up. So, click the link below this video and claim your subscription now.